know if my mouse will be reaching like my mouse sensor is not okay. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's working from here better. Okay, let's wait for him. So move. Good morning, ma. Welcome, Mr. Mike. Please help her look for a system that has internet, please. I'm not sure. We tested these ones that day. Even though it's here, just you can check here. Anyone that has internet from this, these ones are not on. Okay, so do figma.com here. Yes, login. No, 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 no. Click on that login. Yes, that login. Please look for look for a system that has internet. This board can come here because we are going to make use of it later. I'm thinking of. I want to just capture them here, right? Just carry the system. Yeah, that one is not. Just pull out. Don't worry. Without much. All right. Yes, everybody's ready. Apart from her. Yeah, so let me keep putting that. Just put something that Figma will know that, but that's okay. You can continue. So, what kind of work do you do that you want to use Figma to do? No, no, you can't put students. Yes, you want to use it for design. Yes. You've already created one. You used your email. You use a password for it. Yes. Okay. Let's dive in then. Let's open the Chrome. Just all right. Just wait for him. Cool. So let me open a new one so we'll be at the same page. Yes. I have a lot of. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Why she join us? All right. We are all at the same page now. Mm, okay. 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 So close this. Close this. Good morning. So you're not doing Figma today. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we have now. So we have the environment of Figma because you're just coming in new. So if you see there, you see a lot of things. You're saying uh, these the browser version. It has an app as well. You understand? But we're using the browser version, which we're still going to download the app later on, and they will still log in to the app. So this environment you are now, if you have created a project before, you will see those projects here. Did you get? Yeah, because we don't have any project created, that's why it's showing empty. You went too far. Sorry? No, no. We are just, yeah, you're here. We're here. So, eh? Okay. I've not started. I'm just setting them up. Okay. So now let's move down to it. At the top, you see your name. Okay. So let me just do this for them. I was not. Okay, sorry, I'll be talking from here, but I guess everybody's hearing me. So let's just be at some page. So go to figma.com in our browser, and just like every one of us has signed in. So Figma will now take us in. You see, mine is bringing me down to this place because I already have a lot of projects that I have worked on. So you see all the project is popping out, but because you have not worked on any project before, that is why yours is empty. Did you get? So this is just the environment when you create your Figma. So here you have the name. That's the name you used to sign up with Figma. And then here we have our side menus. So from here now, we can pick up anything we want to do and we can start working on it. And if you start working on a project, you're going to see all your project here, and then you can select from one of the project that you're working on. Maybe editing, you want to do, and you want to edit that particular project, you can continue that kind such. So now I'm not going to edit anything here, so I just want to show you the environment. So here I have everything, all my projects, the draft, the trash. The trash is what you have deleted. The draft is the one you're working on. Maybe it went out, all the projects. Then we have the admin and all. We have the share. The share is the one you share with someone, and it's a teamwork. Both of you are working with it. So, like I said, they are much, but let's just forget about all of that. You get. So, what we want to do now, if you check, remember the last class online, we talked about FigJam, which we want to move in now. So at the top here, I don't know if your own is having this. Let's see, is our own having that? Your own is having it. So come to recent, click on recent, please. Everybody click on recent at the left side of your side menu. Fine. So recent now, you will see at recent, you will see all that. If you have a recent project, all you're seeing on your own screen now is a default recent that Figma gave you. You understand? Yeah. So you're going to see new design file. That means you want to start designing with Figma. You see new FigJam board. There you see new slide. So now, this first one here, that's when you want to start designing with Figma. But since we are doing FigJam today, let's start up the new FigJam board. So just click on the new FigJam board. The new FigJam board. Yeah. All right, who can remind me what FigJam is used for? What FigJam is used for? Who can remind me? Yeah, we talked about it online on Tuesday. FigJam. Mrs. Amarachi, were you in that class? Or you came late? Mrs. Joy, first, not the late comer one, no. You're in the class. You came late. Huh? You want to say something? Mm-hmm. To create ideas, yeah. Very important. You're looking at your notes. That's expo. That's expo. Who else wants to say something? Want to say something? Is used for brainstorming. Okay. Ideas, brainstorming. Okay, what did you want to say? Yes. No, you're reading the note for me. You're reading the note for me. So I said it's an addition what? It's an addition to Figma. Okay. Okay. So we all spoke well. Is FigJam is used from brainstorming. FigJam is used for creating of ideas. You understand? So now, but what we want to use FigJam for today, we want to use FigJam for flow, user flow. Now, before you design an app, let's do this together. Let's pick one app that wants to use as a pet project to work on. So, who can give us an idea of the app we want to use to work? Who can give us an idea? An idea of the app that we're going to use to work on. Okay, fine. If there is none, then it's going to be something that everybody will have to create, which is still going to be part of your assignment. But I'll use my own idea today. So by next week, even though you don't have access to the internet, you can actually draw on your notes, yeah, and then report back to us. But after the class, if you can still stay back, the system is all yours to one. You can still do something if eventually is that okay. So now I'm waiting for mine to come up. I don't know what's wrong with my internet. So let's switch to, okay, let me just restart it. So me, I want to work on a donut shop, online booking donut shop. So, okay, I'm in now. So I want to work on what I'll be working on today, online booking donut shop. What is the essence of the app? The app is, you don't need to come to my shop to buy the donut. All I want to do is I want to design an app where I'm going to show all the samples of the donut that I produce, and any user that wants should go to my app, buy the donut, and will deliver the donut to you. Did you get? Yes, you don't need to come to my shop. Probably I don't have a shop. My shop is my house. Yeah. So, but I make nice donuts. So all I want to do is I want to make this donut and I want you to buy. So I want to create an app this time around whereby you can come in. Okay, for those online, I'm seeing your questions. Okay, I'll answer them in a short while. Let me just explain what you want to do. Just give me a few minutes. So Kingdom Age TV says FigJam is a popular digital whiteboard tools designed for collaboration, brainstorming idea. Thank you. Is used to work in a real-time project. Thank you. That's coming from Goswell. And then I have another idea. It says for ideation stage, the project's execution. All right. Thank you all guys for your contribution there. We are seeing your comments and all. People just stay tuned. So now, what we want to do is that's the idea I have, because I don't have a show, but I want everybody to patronize me. So I want to showcase what I have, like what I do. So what I need to do now, if an idea like that comes to you, the first thing you do, you make a user story. Now, the user story is you putting yourself in the condition of the user. Okay, how is it going to work? The first thing is the user will go to Play Store or Apple Store to download the app, right? Now, this is the US. This is the US. That's the user experience. Yeah. So, now when the user downloads the app, what will the user do again? Should the user log in? Okay, the user should log in. And if it's not your first time, if it's your first time, you sign up. If it's not your first time, you log in. What can the user do again? I'm just thinking. Like, as I'm thinking, I'm jotting down something, right? Yeah. So what can the user do again? A user can do what? What about if the user forget his password? Yes, the user can forget his password. I'm writing down something. So if the user sign in and it's inside my app, what should the user see? So the user should see all my donuts, probably if it's cake, all your cakes, the samples, and should see the prices there as well. Okay, so after seeing it, the user should be able to order for that particular donut of their choice. Did you get? And give a specific number of donuts they want. So I said, okay, if the user order for milky donut, so this milky donut now, the user should be able to say, okay, I need 7 milky donut. Did you get? And the user should also be able to do multi. When I mean multi, like they can buy more than one donut, because I have different kind of donut. Multi selections. You understand? Fine. So after the whole thing, they should be able to make payment. I've in 2 minutes summarized the whole thing my app will be doing. You are the client. You are the designer I'm talking to. I am the client. Did you get? That is how clients tell you their problem. It's now left for you, the designer, to pick what they just told you and elaborate it. Did you understand? I only tell you, I just said my problem now, and we all are good to it, are we? Yeah, we are all good to it. So now, the first thing as a designer, after taking or accepting the user's problem, the next thing you need to do, the first thing, is to do your user story. And that's user flow, sorry. And that is what we want to use Figma to do today. Ideating. Did you get? And now, let's see. You can join me as well as I'm doing mine, so that in case you want to do yours. So both those online and physical, you have to pick a pet project that you want to work on, which you're going to submit in our next class. So we have a lot of time. Next class should be on Tuesday. Yes. So you pick a pet project. My own pet project now is, I'm going to give it a name, Diftech Donut. Yeah. So you have to give yours a name. So my own is Diftech Donuts. So you pick a pet project you want to work on, and then you work on it. But meanwhile, you can join me as I flow with mine. You can join me. You can also do your practice with me. So the first thing I want to do now, I want to work with my flow. And this flow now is just like the client just told me his problem as a designer. Now I want to move. So now let's see what we have in this FigJam environment. So this is FigJam environment. The title is here. That means the title means the name of the FigJam that you're working on. So I can come here, double click on it. You can be doing it as well, right? I can double click on it. Then I can change the name to the name of what you want to do. The name of the project that you're working on. So I said mine is what? DivTech donut. DivTech D. Yep. So that's the name of my project. So after changing the name of my project there, I click out. So that appears there for me. Just double click on it. It's going to give you room to change the name. Then that's all. Are we all there? Are we good? Double clicking is click twice very fast. Papa. So go to recent. Come here. I think that's your page. Click here. This one. Yeah. Okay. Click out. Yeah, click out there. So come to this untitled. Click down. Yes, that's it. So no, that untitled. That untitled. Take it inside that untitled. Yes, inside the untitled. Yes. So double click on it. Yes. So inside the untitled, you double click inside the untitled. Inside the untitled, then you can be able to name of that particular project, right? Just like I did now. I just changed mine to DivTech. That's untitled. You change it to the name of the project you're working on. Now, the name of the project you're working on. Now, this one there is holding your account with your initials. Our templates. We have comments, and then we have generate. So template is like samples of things that has already been done by someone. You just go there and edit it, but we don't want to do that. And here you can share this particular FigJam project with someone by just inputting the person's email there. So I don't want to generate. This is what generate is giving me. So I close all of this. I don't want that. So this of this. I don't want that. So this is my FigJam now. Now this is our tools here. This tools helps us to work easily. So the first thing we have there is our selection tool. Now this selection tool helps us to select anything. If I select this now, if I want to select another thing, I have to click back to the selection tool so that I'll be able to select something else. So selection tool, then I have a sticky notes, I have my marker, I have my text, I have my sections, I have my tables, I have my stamp. Did you get? Yeah. So here I have emojis as well. That works. So how did it work? And then this hand here is our hand tool that helps us to move around. So let's see a sample now. I want to start my user flow. This is shape, and I click on the square shape here. So if you click on the shape, it gives you all the shapes. Are you seeing them? That is embedded. So any of the shape you want, you select. So I use this, the rounded rectangular shape. So I click on it. This is where you change the color. So if I want another color, I click here. For example, I want yellow. I select yellow. You see, the whole thing has changed to yellow. So I click on this, and then you see it's showing. Yeah. So where did I want it to start from? If I don't want that shape, I can come back and click another shape that I want. So you see it's showing. So I just select, I just drop it by just clicking out. It's there. That's what I select first. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to draw the process I just explained. What are the process? Someone should be able to download the app, log into the app. Did you get? So now, once you click on any shape, you insert any shape, you will see is there. And what are the things that you're seeing? You're seeing how you can format that particular shape. The first thing there is where you can see options of shape again. That's here. You see options of shapes, different kind of shapes. The second one is the color, where you see different colors. The next one is the placement, that's the stroke. Then this one is the what's it called? The typeface. We have the typeface as well. Okay, so let's continue, please. So let's continue. So now I can be able to change the stroke. Then this is the font. That's the font, the size. So use the size of the font if you want it to be bold. Now let me do, for example, don't forget this is my donut app. Now let me change this text inside. Right? I'm changing this text now to be the start screen. That's what I'm going to change that text to. The text should be my start screen. All right. Just give it start screen or start. So after that now, and another thing I need to tell you, the shape you use matters. there are some shape we use, and the shape has a meaning. So now I have this is my rectangle shape there. Now after the shape, I want to use another shape. It's just shape and text that will be using all through, nothing else, just shape and text. So I have another shape to, I want to apply another shape now. Then I come down here. Don't forget, it's very simple. Just come down to this place, select the shape. This time around, I want to change the color. I don't want to use the same yellow color all through. No, I want to change the color. So I come down to this color here, and then I choose the color of my choice. So I can come here and then I choose this color here. If at all you don't like that, this one you can use any color of your choice, so you're free. So I choose this. So I give a space, and then I click. Now the question should be, why am I using a different shape from the first shape? Why am I using a different shape from the first shape? That should be the question. The first one I used a square, right? Now this time around, I'm using a diamond, right? Okay. Why am I using a different shape from that? I'm using a different shape because I want this one to be a condition. The condition is if is a condition. How many of us know if is a condition? Yes, if is a condition. So I'm using that as an if condition. For example, you ask someone to go and buy you a mineral, and then said, go and buy me Pepsi. But if there is no Pepsi, buy me Mirinda. Yes. So that is why we are using this condition. So if there is no this one, do this. So I'm having start, and then from the start now, I'm having an if condition there. And that if condition there is going to be my login. It's going to be my login. So now I'm saying login. Now I'm doing login there. And the reason why I'm doing login is if the person is coming in for the first time, you should be able to take the person to what? Register or sign up. And if the person forgot his password, you should take the person to restart password. Don't forget, the flow is this. Download the app, log in. If you don't have an account, you sign up. Then we'll do what? Forget password. If you log in, it takes you to the home where you see all the buggers and everything like that. So now I have the if. Now I have the login. So I want to have another what's it called again? If statement, or I want to have another shape. Is how you think about the flow that matters. Now, this thing, your client is not saying this thing. As a designer, you're doing this thing to make your own work to be very simple and easy. If I can show you a sample of what I did. Oh, God of mercy, help me. Let me come down so I see my screen very well. So let me show you a good sample so you can understand what I'm saying of what we are trying to do now. Let's just see a good sample of it. So we can, yes, let me use this. So see, this is the flow I drafted for this. Now, launch app, this. You're seeing it now that it's small, right? It's very small. I'll still show you the app as well. Now, see the whole process now. Let me move around so you see, and then I wish my system is very close to me. So this is it now. But the app is also here, which you can see. Where's my hand tool? Yeah. So you see, this is the flow of what I want to work on. And I just drew this so it can help me to be able to do what I want and with ease. Now, see the process we are having. So you see, you start, that's you launch the app, that's the start. So for the first timers, it takes you to log in, you create an account, else it takes you to forget password, it brings it here, and so on and so forth. Now, let's see, this whole thing now resulted to something of such, like I'm about to show you now. That's the screen, and the screens are much anyways. Resulted to, this is the sign up, this is the login, they still have the forget password, you get, yeah. So that is how it works. So with that flow now, you can be able to get the process of what you need to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. So you can be able to get the process of what you need to do. So that is what we are trying to do. So after that now, let's create for the next one, which is let's do for the next one. Sorry, please. So let's do for the next one now. So this is our login. If we do login, if you don't have an account, you sign up. Now I have a login here. Then I want to have another one now. So let me change the color of this. I can use this. So let me push it up to be in same. So I have this now, and what I'm giving this guy now is my home. That means my home screen. Now what is the flow? Let's do what is called connection. Connection. How many remember what is prototyping? The prototype we talked about. That's connection. Now let's do a little bit of connection. So what is the whole flow? This is the start. So when the user starts the app, it takes the person to this place. Are you seeing it? You just click. If you click on the shape, it brings out an angles. Yeah, see, I see the angles. See it, this one. Yeah. So now after starting the app, it takes us down to what? To login. After login, if your login is successful, it takes you down to what? To the home. But if your login is not successful, it gives you two things. It's neither you forget your password or you do what? You register. Right? Okay, fine. So now I have to put another condition, which I can use this tango hair for it. So let's change the color. I want to use this. So I'm placing this guy here. So what am I doing here now? I'm doing forget password. Then I should have another one at the top as well. Right? The one I should have at the top should be what? Create account. Thank you. So the one I should have at the top now should be create an account or sign up. How many names do we mention that day? Who can remember? We use sign. You can use sign up. You can use register. You can use create an account. You understand? Yeah. Sign in has login, sign in, right? And what again? We mentioned 3. Who can remember? Yeah, they can't remember. I know they can't remember. Yeah, so now I want to have another apart from this condition, I want to have another one here as well. That is the one you just mentioned now. So I'm going to select, change the color, then I'll insert here. See what I want to do now? I want to turn around. I want to turn this guy around. Like I want to rotate this guy. All I need to do is to take my cursor to close to the edge there. It gives me this sine curve. Then I do this. So you see what I did? I stop here. Yeah, everybody, do your own now. Everybody. So I'm going to stop here. Everybody, let's practicalize. I'm not just do yours to this stage where I am. Let's see. Yes, let's do this practical, please. No. You can you can use a different color, but just use the same shape I used. So use the same shape, but you can use a different color. You can use a different color. I have login. Now, if yours is too tiny, at the right hand, at the bottom, you see a plus there. That plus, you can increase your screen, or Control plus. Control plus on the keyboard. You can use it to increase your screen. No, this one here. This one. This one here. So click on it. It's going to zoom. Yes, you see? Yeah. So if you want, now if you want to move around, like you want to maybe move it to the left or to the right, now you see this hand here. You can click on this hand, and then the hand will help you to do like this, to move around. Are you seeing? Yes, to move around. And if you want to zoom in or zoom out, the plus here, zoom in. Are you seeing? Yes. So then this hand can help you move around with that. That's the hand. Then when you're done, you click the selection to back and continue. All right. Let's continue. Use the same shape I used, but use a different colors. Use your own color. Mrs. J, are you done? You're done. Wow. Yes, there's remaining one. That's the one at the bottom. Yes. Mr. Mike. Why is this one too far from me? What about the text? It didn't include the text. Yes. Include the text. Just like I said, just give me what I have there. So you can drag it up. So people haven't done more than what I did though. That's nice. That's nice. So for you to rotate, just take your mouse to the edge, closer to the edge. Bring it back. Yeah, so you can, once you have that curve there, you can turn. Now rotate it. Oh, go like this. Take your mouse like this. Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah, cool. Now you say this. Forget password. I want to use that to teach you guys something. No, just leave it that way. Are we done? Oh, you're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done. So, I have login home. Now, let's see the logic there. So, if I click on forget password, and then I change my password, it should take you back to login. Did you get? So forget password now should take you back to what? To login. Now, registration should take you to what? To home. All right. So you can do the connection yourself now. Forget password should take you back to login. Then registration should take you to what? To home. Let's see if we can get that. So we have, this is mine is sign up. You can the positioning is not a problem. You understand? So your own sign up can be up, your own can be down. The positioning is not the problem as far as you're capturing that particular data. So I have you can give it register or sign up, anyone. So let's do register, anyone. Then here, now if you notice, now this is what I want to teach you guys from here. If I type here now, it's going to turn it upside down, like forget password. So you see now it's turning it upside down. Did you get? Now in this aspect now, right, there is something we can use here. Now this particular shape here, since it's having just one particular condition, I don't need to use this kind of shape here. I put it there on purpose so that I'll show you guys something. I don't need this kind of shape here. The kind of shape you're supposed to use there is just this kind of your normal rectangular shape, right? So why I just put that there is just, I was thinking someone is going to counter me and said, why am I using that there? Seems I'm not having. So now registration now is going to take me neither to, you can take me back to this place, or you can take me back to this place. Did you get? That was why I'm using this here. So all I need to do now is to correct this by selecting a different color and placing this guy here. So this guy now is, if you don't want to use that, I can use this one as well. Let's see this one. So it's not, you see, I can use this as well. Did you get? Yeah. So this one now is now going to give us our forget password. Forget password. So from here now, this forget password now is going to still bring you back to where? To what? To login. So fine. Are we all here now? Are we all here? I guess we are all here. No? Now I want to talk about requirement. Mrs. Joy, why are you having up to 3 ships here? Why are you having up to 3 connections? I'm seeing so many connections there. So you can delete some, eh? You can just click on it and press delete on your keyboard. If you have a rough connection, you can just click on that particular connection and click delete. Mr. Goswell, I'm trying to understand why will the forget password be exactly after login? Is in the login page that when you're trying to log in, then you can see forget password. You can't get a forget password in your register page. The only place where you can see forget password anywhere in your app or in your web is when you're trying to log in and then you're not getting the password or the details, then it's going to tell you to do forget password. So forget password there has to be connected to the login. So why we are bringing the connect password back to the login, some app, when you click on forget password, it takes you to a browser where you can re-register or create a new password. And after creating a new password with a third party, which is the browser, it has to bring you back to the app after you must have registered. So that is why we have to take you from login to forget password. Then from forget password, it brings you back again to login. So we are still working on it. You'll see it once we are done. That's for your question number 1. Then the other one, you say my question is this: why will they go straight to the home page after you have logged in? There's nowhere you're going to. It's taking you straight to the home page. And after you have signed up, there's nowhere else you're going to go to. It's taking you down to the home page. This is just a flow. And I guess that when we start doing the design, you're going to know that there are still some other things that we still need to do before we get down to the home page. So this is just a flow of how we are going to work. I think that answers your question. So let's move ahead. So now, cool. Now, don't forget. That we are here now. Forget password brings you down here. So now let's move ahead now, please. Any question from the physical student and the online student, please drop your questions. We are getting your questions, and we also answer your questions. The physical student, any questions? Not yet. I'm going to ask my son, so get ready. All right. So now from the home page now, the next place I'm diving into now, the home page is where you will see all the burger. The next thing we want us to do now is the requirement. Now, what are the requirements that is needed for the forget password? What are the requirements that is needed for the login? What are the requirements that is needed for registration? Did you get? So now, I might say the requirement that is needed for, okay, let's do this. So I can draw this here, and this is going to be for my requirement. That's the requirement I want to be getting from this registration. I can use this pattern. Even though I don't want to use this pattern, I can just use normal text. Like I come down to my text to here, I bring it, and then I click here. You see, I can type here. So I can call this what? Requirement. I'm not seeing from here. Oh God, help me. Please check what is there. is remaining E, right? Before meant. Okay, hit down. So what are the requirements that I want? Number one, for registration, I said they must provide their email. Number two, we have phone number. That's for example. And this requirement differs from each app that you're designing. My app now is requiring a phone number, email address, and house address, email address, and house address, and so. But your own app now, you need to know what is required. It might be something different from what my own app is requiring for users. Did you get? So I have a phone number, then I can still add more things to my requirement. I have phone, I have email, I have phone number, I have home address. So I'm doing home address, and so on and so forth that you have. That is for my registration. Then registration, you also create a password. This guy here. So let me attach it close. This is what is supposed to be here. Then I can still come down to forget password. What is required for forget password might be just email address alone. Did you get? Some people will first of all send an OTP first to the phone number to verify. From there, they will still now send an email. But we are just doing it to be, the requirement here is going to be just email address. That's the email that I use for registration. That's what is needed here. Please don't forget to put requirement at the top. Please don't do it the way I just did mine. Yeah. So requirement there is going to be email. Then the login, the requirement there is going to be neither the email and password. That's the requirement for login. Now, why are we doing all those requirements? So when you are designing the registration page, you already know what you're catching or what you're grabbing. When you're designing for the registration page, you already know that you're getting those requirements. So you're going to know that when I'm designing for the registration page, I need to create this whole thing, and then it has to capture the email, the phone number, the home address, and the password. So that is what I need to capture. Did you get? Now, the same thing in my home screen. So what am I expecting to capture in my home screen? You will still drop that as well. I just use this as an example for you, which you still give me your own. Now, from my home screen now, my home screen has the burger, the this one, the that one. So from home screen, then I can have another one, another screen here. I'm going to use the logic. Please, your own flow cannot be the same with my own flow when you are designing yours. Don't forget, my own is just an online burger ordering shop. Did you get? Your own might be a Uber service, a hailing service. Is different from this flow. My own flow is simple now because I choose a simple. One might be something bigger than mine. So let's see. Now from So let's move. All right. So now, from here now, I can have this to be just like we said, our cart. So when you have select up to 5 or 6, you want to buy all of them at all, it takes you to your cart. Or if at all you want it to be very detailed, from here now is going to give you details. That means anyone you select, any of the burgers you select in my homepage is going to give the details of the burger, which is going to give you details. So I know this that is going to give me detail, and this detail can still come back to my home. If I click on the back button, it's going to still bring me back to my home. Yep. Did you get? So from the detail, I can still come back to the home. From the detail here, I can still move down to cart. So see what I'm having here again. Now I have a cart here. So I have to change the color of that thing. So it's not going to be the same color with the cart or so. Did I have any question? Did I have any question? Where is Mr. Johnson? Mr. Johnson is not here today. So here now I have my cart. So this place now is going to be my cart. Now see, from here as well, from this place as well, from this home, you can come to my cart. Are you saying? Then from these details as well, you can come to my cart. Let me explain this. Or do you understand what I'm doing there? Eh? Did you understand? If you don't understand what I did there, just let me know. But I'll still explain. Now, you don't understand, Abby? Yes, I know you don't understand. Now, so see what happens here. I need to write cart. I need to write cart in this red one. So now this is my home page where you see the burger or the type of burger that you have, right? That I have in my shop. Now from here, if I click on one particular burger, it takes me to where I'm going to see another page where I'm going to see the details about the burger. So I'll still use I don't know if you have shop online before, Jumia, yeah. On those shops, if you click on one, it takes on that page where you see description. You even see the rating as well, the rating of that particular. Yeah, that is why I'm having that details there. One has to be here. Don't know. Let me just bring my mouse there so in case it slips. So now, these details now is that page where I'm going to see all those things. And from this page as well, from the details, I can add to my cart. I need to go and put the cart here, right? And from this home as well, I can steal from the home. Even though I don't want to view it from there, I can just add it to my cart as well. Yeah, I don't need to, even though I don't want to see the full details, from here I can just add it to my cart. From the details, I can come to my cart. Did you understand now? So from here now, you're going to go back to payment. Anything you're buying must come to cart first. You can, because you can have different selection. Everything you're buying can come to cart first. If I want 3 of that, everything is going to come to cart. From cart, you come to details. You come to what? Sorry, payment. So from payment now, payment is successful. Once the payment is successful, I think that's all. You can now come back to the home. So let's update our designs then. Seems you understand what I'm doing. Let's update our designs. Let's update our designs. So for those online, let's update our designs from the details. From the details there, you're going to cart. The cart is the red one. So where you cart anything you're buying. From the cart there, you're going to the payment. Now the payment, now you can use an if statement in the payment, or you can just do it with your normal rectangular shape. The if statement is if the payment declines, it takes you back to what? To your cart. But you can just do it because those functionalities is going to be done by the developers. But you can just do it with on a normal ground of just adding the end to it. So let's while you're doing yours, let me just do mine as well. So we have, so these are cut, and then after a cut we have a shape. Let me change the color of this shape now. Okay, so from here, I'm saying this guy is going to come here. So I have payment there. So we have our cut there. Then we come to payment. So if the payment is successful, you're done there. It can still bring you back to home as well. It can still take you back to home. Let me take it. Yeah. Like this. This one. Okay, cool. Any question? Any question? How many of you watched the video I posted on the group? Nobody watched it. Just a little. Okay. So this thing needs more of practice again and again, right? It's not just after here and that's all. If thank God we know how to sign in now, we know how to get down to Figma and the FigJam. So with this, you can do more practice on your own at home, at the shop. You get, just keep on practicing. So questions. So don't forget your own. You're going to drop all the requirements for me. just like I just have a sample of the requirement in register. So you're going to have other requirements for me. And if you want to use a table, you can use a table. Don't forget in our tools there, we have tables. If I apply the table now, I can apply a table here like this. So I can just select a table. You see a table. If it's table that you want to use, you can apply a table there for me. Then let's see. Here we have our sticky notes. We have emojis and all of that. But we don't need all of that. This is just what we need to work on. Now, why is it called a brainstorming or used for ideation? Is because of, if I have an idea and then I want to work on something, I can just use my sticky note, write it down and keep. So I can come back there again and pick it up and start working on it. Now, one thing about FigJam is also it saves automatically as far as you're connected online. You'll be wondering how is this thing going to save? As far as your account is your own account to save there. So let me ask a simple question now. Let me start from Mrs. Amarachi. Because she said she's not having a question that time. Mrs. Amarachi, what project do you want to work on? Okay, don't worry, don't answer. Let's want to see the idea. Mrs. Joy, you know what you want to work on, Abby? I'm not going to say it out. We have two Mrs. Joy in our midst, though. The second Mrs. Joy, the Akobundu Mrs. Joy. The Akobundu Mrs. Joy now. So please, Mr. Peter, you came late. So you have to pick up a pet project that you'll be working on. Yes, and work with it. It's not Chooks Donuts, it's Deep Tech Donuts. So you have to get your own name. See her own now, she's using, okay, that's not project. This is my project anyways. People are just helping me to build my ideas. But you're not going to steal my project. I will not accept that. You can only build my ideas. So now, you can now, apart from this, the question should be, what about if I want to work on something else? You can still create a new project on your own. Like, this is one project, right? Yeah. So if I click on, beside my title there, if you click on that drop down menu, beside your title, you see a drop down menu there. Your title. Do you remember your title where you changed the name of your project? Yes. So you see a drop down menu before the name of the project. No, a drop down menu before the name. Yeah, that's yeah. So there you are seeing new file, edit, and so on and so forth. So you can create a new file. This one now is having Joy Cheta. You understand? So if you click down here, this drop down arrow, you see this. If you create a new file, it's going to create a new Figma file for you. Yes, it's going to create. You are seeing if you create a file, you're seeing FigJam, Figma, and so on, and new slide doc. So, but if it's Figma that wants to create, so clicking here now. If I come here, I do this. You see, FigJam. I'm not doing Figma. I'm not doing side docs. I'm doing FigJam. So if I click on FigJam now, it will create a new. This one is not going to delete. It will stay with there. It will just create a new one for you. You understand? Don't forget, this one is my own. You have to do your own. This one is my own. You have to do your own. So all of you saving my own project with your own name, I don't know your intention. I don't know your intention saving my project with your own name. So I would have just advised you to save your own project with my name, and save your own with your own name. So you can still change it though. So I'm just advising you. But if you want to steal my project, uh, it's not going to work. So now, but if you don't want to, if I just click there, I don't want to, so I go back to my file. So it takes you back. So let's go back to our files and see. At the first one we opened, there was no project there. So click there, go back to your file. As if you want to create a new project, just go back to your file. You see, go back to your file is the first one. The first, back to file. The first, back to file, up, back to file, up. That's it. Back to file. Yeah. So are you seeing that it's holding the name there now? It's holding is oh, thank you. So it's holding the name there now. It's holding it now because you have created a project. Did you understand? Yeah. So now, if you want to edit it, it's just for you to go there, click on it. It's going to double click on it. It's going to open. It's still going to open that same one for you. Are you seeing? Yes. So if you want to still create a new one, you can still create a new one as well. So see now it's showing us I can edit it, or I can still go and create a new one. So this is it there. I can still click on it to still open for you to edit, or you still create a new one. So if I want to create a new one now, I can just come there, click on that file, and then I click on file, and then you see new FigJam. Since you're working on FigJam, I click on it. It will open a new interface for you totally. That's creating a new one. It will open a new interface for us totally. Which one? Where's the challenge? Yes, it's time for questions, so you're free. With your connection. Okay. That dot there, yeah. No, you don't need to click here. Okay, go back there. Just delete all of them. Yeah, just press delete. Just be clicking on delete. This guy. Answered. Okay, Mr. Goswell, you're asking if it's compulsory to add a cart before payment. I think what we are working on is we are ordering something online. So as you're ordering online, there's no how you'll be ordering something online, especially if it's a shopping and e-commerce website, WooCommerce website where you can buy different things, that you're not going to have a cart. You must have a cart where what you're selecting or what you're ordering will be going to. Then before you leave, then you can now pay for it. Yes, you should have a cart before payment, except you just select one thing and then you want to buy just one, and that particular one as well will still be going to cart. Yes, that's for that. Though cart is just like a bag that holds products for the future payment. Yeah, you're supposed to have an end box. Yes, you can have an end box. An end box is going to be neither your after payment you get a successful screen. You get a successful screen. End box means you're ending the app, but you might not want to end the app after your payment. You might want to come back again and get something. So the end box is not too compulsory like that there. So you can have an end box and still work on it. Thank you, Mr. Goswell. I think you're the only one that is asking question online. Others, I guess they are coping from it. Yeah, so you just drag it. Yeah, cool. So from home, you can it's not compulsory that it must be a straight line as far as it's showing the connection, right? Yes, it's not compulsory it must be a straight line. So from here to you can from here you can come to cards. From here you can come to cards. From here you can go to payment. Any other question? All right, you guys still have much time. You can start up your own project and be doing it on your screen. So it's now for you to take your time, think about what you want to do, your pet project. It's not difficult. Is it difficult? No, no, right? Yes, yes, but you will know that it's not difficult very soon. You will know it's not difficult very soon. You will know it's not difficult very soon. So the first thing is take your time. Yeah, so from details now you can come to payment. Yes, also from cards you can come to payment if you want it that way. Yeah. Come to card, yeah. So you don't need to leave it. Just click on it. Yes. Just click on it. Just drag it down there. It will align by himself. Yes. Just align by himself. That's no. Don't worry of no, don't drag it on. No, it has to come here before it goes there. Yeah. So you can, if you have, it's possible if you have a connection you don't like, I just click on the connection and press your delete. Oop. Hmm? So any question, Mr. Peter, you came late, but I pray you grab. You can meet Mr. Chooks is here. He's the one teaching us since. Mr. Mike, you okay? Mrs. Joy, Akwa. Are you okay, Abby? Your is fine now. So, please, if you're not having an opportunity to grab a system at home to do your assignments, sit down and it's just 12. So the other class will be starting by 1. You still have 1 hour. You do your own. No, don't use the word replicate. Replicate means it's duplicating. Do your own for your own pet project. And don't forget the pet project is you'll be running with it. Yes, sir. So think about something that is nice and very difficult. Think about something that is very, very difficult. Yes, just a new fig jam. It will take you to another link. Yes, just like that. A new fig jam will take you to another link. Then you can start. But pick a project and then do your own. But before you rush to start doing, think about it very well. You don't just rush like that though. Yes, you have to think about it. Think about the process, because if you show me and then you miss any process, that's minus. Yes, that's the assessment. Should be Mr. Aaron told you guys the other day that you have your attendance, your assessment, and everything, because there's a prize. So the prize does not come cheap. If the prize that they're giving you at the end of the 6 weeks, you have to earn it. There's a prize. We are not much, so all of us can still win the prize. We are not like cybersecurity that they are plenty and all of that, and they are. Okay, thank you, Mr. Goswell, For the requirement, like I said earlier, the requirement are things that is needed on that particular page or screen. You know, this shape we used here are the screens that we are to build, but we are just using shape now to represent that, like the flow of what we are going to be doing. So now, on that particular screen that you are or you're working on, what are the things that is required to be on that screen? That's the requirement. You understand? What are the things that is required to be on the screen? For example, I used the registration as the registration or the sign up as an example. I said, when you're signing up, what I need to get from you is your email address, your phone number, and your home address and the password. That is what is required on that particular screen. On the payment details, on the payment screen now, what is required on that payment screen is where you put in your card details, which is the card number, the card name, the CV, and all of that and all of that. That is what is required there. On the detail screen, the requirement there is to see a description concerning that particular donut that is there. You understand? Yeah, description, the donut, the description. Then you can click on, you can have a plus and minus button there where you can add more, maybe just one, you can add 2, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4, and then have a button there. So those are the requirements that I'm talking about. You get? So that is what is expected to be in each of the screen. That's why you need to think very well. It's not something you just rush in, just like I said. You have 1 hour plus. Make your research. You have the internet. Go to Google and ask Google. Go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, I can't think now. Just like Mr. Marty said, think for me. Yes.
Please, I have my own question.
So you can ask ChatGPT to think for you.
Please, I have my own question.
I don't think you should be thinking about yours because you already know what you're supposed to do. Yes. So everybody is going to come and book you for what you do. Yeah. I just gave an idea of what you should be doing.
I have my own question.
Okay. That's my boss.
Okay, my own question is, what if I'm trying to build an app that maybe that will require two factor, one, or that requires verification to verify that this person is a real human? Where would he fall in? Where would the workflow fall in? They
didn't hear. They didn't hear your. Did you hear his question? No, they didn't hear your question. So
okay, like if you want to build, if I want to build an app that requires two factor, yes, and or that requires verification, then where would the workflow fall in? Like it requires you to verify with your ID, or since it has to do with payments, people's funds.
Thank you for that question. Seems it has to do with payment, so it's asking for two-factor authentication and all of that. Now, as a designer, we don't design that because the developer knows this. There's something called API. They already have it. You understand? So once you plug in that thing there, the developer plugs in that API to the development. It's their own design, not your own design. The two-factor authentication is their own design.